Fucking sir. I need you got the bomb ready? Let me get my set off real quick.
A little bit more vibe, just a little bit.
Pussy nigga drink, I'm smoking mistake, they never know. Acting like some hoes, so Lord knows I ain't never fold. Put it on my tongue, sipping slow, sipping out the stove with my bag.
Man,
Hey, that's the one.
yeah, that joint had you going crazy in the gym. Yo, welcome to another episode of the Gentlemen's Club podcast. I am your boy Cardell over there in the back.
Back where he belongs.
No, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit, nigga.
We back off camera, baby.
I got something for that ass, man. Welcome to another episode of the Gentlemen's Club pod. This is episode 83, I believe.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. Man, y'all don't understand. I want to play that shit again.
I've been playing it.
How you feeling though, man?
I feel great.
Okay, I'll take that.
I do not like this new setup because it's harder for me to make eye contact with you. Pause.
All right. I'll take it.
Let me see if I can fix that shit right now.
I got you.
And not break nothing.
How was your weekend? Did you celebrate 420? Like you did on your birthday?
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. That's not happening again.
You didn't?
Yeah, for those that do not know, Zach does not smoke weed.
Loser.
I've been called a loser for way less than that. I don't care.
Nah, I respect it. And this is the point where you ask me like how I'm feeling and how my weekend was.
Oh, is it? I'm glad we got to that.
Right.
No, but for real, how you feeling, man? Did you go out and celebrate? What did you end up doing on the 420?
On the 420, we went out to an OG only event. Bombs. Went to celebrate Damn It Donnie releasing his fucking album.
Established 1991.
Yes, sir. Go check that out wherever you listen to stuff. There are some slappers on that one.
So can I talk about some behind the scenes stuff that like he's gonna get mad at me about right now?
Let's do it. Damn It Donnie is actually in the building.
He's in the building. I tried to corner him into getting on the camera and joining us. He was like, nah,
he wasn't ready. He did enough showboat this weekend, man. But nah, that event was dope. I got to see DJ Damn It Donnie, which I never got a chance to see. It was actually pretty dope.
Oh, you've never seen DJ Damn It Donnie?
No, I've never seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was dope, man. Also, we had Eddie's Edibles out there, man. Tried some infused shit. That was my first time trying to infuse drink. Had me stuck for the remainder of the evening.
You go contribute. Get on the camera.
Yeah. But nah, it was a great event, man. There was a whole bunch of other vendors in there, but Eddie's Edibles was the highlight for sure. Yeah, it was a lot of smoke in there, dog. It was a lot of contact in there.
I bet.
I did my best to keep it cool.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was dope though, man. A lot of good pictures, a lot of good people that we love and mess with. Shout out to OG Only Entertainment. It was
Shout out to
a
them.
Beautiful event. That's been about it so far.
So for those that haven't already picked up on the cues, established 1991 available on all your streaming platforms right now.
That's a fact.
If you have not already, go ahead and find that shit.
Yeah, for real. No, that's a great project for sure.
Link in the description below.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can do that.
Absolutely, no problem. What we talking about, man? No, fuck that. We getting back. We picking right up, right where we left off. Right. We was talking about Drake.
This was up to Ashton. This would be a 90-minute podcast every week.
That's a fact. I told you I'm ready to pod, bro. But I had a Gentlemen's Club court
for sure
that tied into Drake.
Okay.
We were talking about the Drake leaked record, Pusha T, Jack Harlow, all of that, whatever case may be, right?
Okay.
So your girl, let's say for instance, your girl is an aspiring artist. And
I know where this is going.
Yeah, you know
we
exactly
haven't even talked about this.
Yeah.
I know where this is going.
She's an aspiring artist. This is let's say 2008 and 2009 to give you some context. And your girl says that, so this guy named Drake reached out to me and he wants to slide to my next studio session. How would you feel about that? And are you letting her go to the studio with Drake? This is 08, 09.
This is 08, so we don't know. We don't know the light skinned wonder for what he is.
Not yet, but he's definitely bubbling. This is when this is right before So Far Gone is about to drop.
Is Best I Ever Had out?
No, but comeback season is out.
How in tune am I with Underground?
You're so.
I'm so.
You're aware that there is somebody coming that everybody is talking about. Because I heard about Drake before I heard about Drake.
For sure.
So you know that he's coming.
Okay.
And all of the women are talking about, there's this dude that's coming.
So my girl is like, yo, I'm going to the studio and this dude Drake hit me, wants to slide.
Yes.
All right, where we going?
You one of those?
I'm not.
I was like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Look, okay, I'm secure in my masculinity and my relationships and everything.
Okay.
And the way that I look at this, and this is how I believe everybody should look at this. I understand that like emotions be a motherfucker and shit, but like if you gonna cheat on me and leave. Like just go.
Okay.
Like if I gotta worry about you around like certain circles with people when I'm not around and shit, and just like, oh, he there, then there's really no trust in a relationship to begin with.
Okay.
Like, you want to fuck with Aubrey, go fuck with Aubrey, but don't think you're gonna come back and fuck with me.
I get you, but speak to the space that you would feel like your girl is. She's mad talented, and you show up to a lot of sessions. Mm-hmm. But this one is just like, yo, me and Drake, we about to just lock in.
Wait, I didn't get him. Wait, I'm invited to all the other sessions, but this one.
You invite yourself to most of the other sessions.
Okay, that is important. That is important, though.
Right.
Okay.
Real quick though, as a guy, why would you invite yourself to every session if your girl is an extremely talented artist going to a studio? What's the big deal?
It's one or two things, and they're very opposite ends of the spectrum. One, you're trying to be super supportive and show her that like you care about her craft, and you're trying to just be there for her.
Okay.
Or
the other side of the coin,
you are super controlling and jealous, and you don't want to have an opportunity for anybody else to kind of, when the vibe is set, because we both been in studio sessions, and especially when it's an R&B,
it can be intimate.
When it's an R&B studio session, right, it's vibey.
But that's what I was gonna ask though. Is like, does the insecure guy have reason to feel that way? Be like, nah, either I'm gonna be there.
The insecure guy, like that's the thing. The insecure guy will always have a reason to be insecure because they're insecure.
Okay.
It's like, oh yeah, like Buddy is doing your editing. Like is I can learn how to edit your shit. Like that's the insecure guy's move.
Right.
Like, yo, I could do that shit better than him, and then you ain't even got to pay for it. That's what he gonna say. But realistically, it's like, fam, I don't want you around this nigga.
That's tough, man. That's tough. But I think it's kind of fair. If you know what studios are like, it's usually a lot of weed smoke, usually a lot of drinking. You're being intimate. People are creating. Sometimes the guy and the girl get together and start putting together lyrics. It's like, no, I think it sounds better like this. And then you hit that tone, and she's like, no, you're right. That's the perfect pocket. And your man's over there in the corner watching that. And especially if you're not an artist yourself, you don't create music.
You can't contribute.
And you're watching other people get intimate with your girl, quote unquote, in an area that is not your passion, but you know it's hers. Mm-hmm. You get to watch her light up.
Yeah.
But the reason why I brought this up, there's an artist called Money Long. She came out with a song called Hours and Hours. I'm sure if you're into R&B and whatnot, you've heard of it. Mm-hmm. That's actually, I think it got certified gold like a month ago. But she basically got on TikTok and talked about when she was about, I think, between 17 and 19, that she had the opportunity to go to the studio with Drake, but her boyfriend was like, nah, you can't go, and basically kept her from going to the studio with Drake. 08, 09 Drake.
Stalled her career?
For real. No, dead ass. Like she,
decade and a half.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like for real, like she's writing for other people and she's found her other way in. But at the same point in time, imagine what that could have done for her career. 08, 09 Drake before So Far Gone dropped.
That's a tag team,
bruh. That puts you in a completely different place.
Yeah.
But
set of Bria's in the loop.
The thing is though, for me, I think I was taking the guy's side on that, and I was just like, nah, like. You can't go.
Why?
It's Drake.
You don't know that.
He does.
It's a light skinned nigga named Aubrey.
He's light skinned.
Fam,
What we doing?
if y'all don't stop being insecure about these light skinned Negroes.
Bro, we know what happens in studios.
No, you and I know what happens in studio.
Okay, you're right.
The general public assumes what happens in studios.
Speaking from the guy, though, I know what happens in studios. I've showed up to these sessions. I had to check a couple engineers. I had to check the producer. I had to check the other guy that you're collabing with. Like, yo, relax, homie.
Wait, you brought your girl to the studio?
I would never do such a thing. I would never do such a thing. That is a request that I've gotten a lot, though. That's a request I've gotten a lot.
I've never brought a girl to the studio either.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably because you were talking about most of them.
So, yeah, I was. But at the same time, like, you know me, when I was in the studio, bro, I was locked in. I was locked in. I was not about the bullshit.
Yeah, you didn't have time.
I did not know. I was like, fam, we are here to work. I'm here for a 12-hour studio session.
Right.
I'm going home and I'm going to sleep.
Right. Nah,
Like, yo, you going to the club afterwards? Maybe.
Right. I get you. Nah, if I can say that if my girl was extremely talented, I would feel a way about that. I would feel a way about that personally.
Why?
Because, man,
Bro, let her be successful.
how many guys out there do you think can actually do that? Are smart enough to do that?
5%.
And do you think they don't go through any of those jealousy emotions? Or can they see the long-term vision?
The thing about the jealousy thing is like that you're insecure in yourself. That's the truth about jealousy. Jealousy is insecurities about yourself.
Okay.
If you are solidified in who you are as an individual, then the jealousy doesn't pop off.
Right.
Because especially if you have a secure relationship.
Right.
If I know me and my girl solid, I don't care who come in here. At the end of the day, that's mine.
Okay.
That's my woman and I'm her man. Like, period. That's it.
But, okay, in the intimate thing of creating music, those thoughts never cross your mind about that's her passion. I see the way she lights up. You're trusting that she doesn't gravitate towards somebody who also has the same passion as her.
If she decides that somebody else is better suited for her, who am I to say, no, you're staying right here? That's possessive.
My thing is, though, even though I took the other guy's side, we can get off the court shit. Even though I took the other guy's side, it doesn't work out in the long run when you try to keep somebody from doing something.
When you're trying to keep somebody from what really makes them happy, they're going to end up resenting you.
Right.
So, all right, cool. You kept her from Drake. Y'all ain't together no more.
And she probably still going to get that feature.
All you've done is delayed the inevitable.
Right.
For what?
Yeah. That's the side that I take with that.
Y'all both could have moved on.
I believe in letting people do whatever it is that they're going to do. Like, I've had women tell me they dislike that I don't play the jealous role. Like,
Facts.
I won't try to block or stop or claim my territory. And I realize that comes from women wanting somebody to want to protect them and be protective over them. But if I get in the way of you doing whatever in the world it is that you're going to do, I'm going to look like a dummy anyway.
It's like, yo, you the one giving him attention. What you want me to be mad for?
I'm going to look like the dummy anyway. But that goes into that deep water shit.
I've had women, yes.
That goes into that deep water shit.
I think we got to do a full deep dive of that.
I promise you we should.
Yes.
But it goes into that. I want to see you be protective over me. I want to see you be jealous over me because that lets me know that I mean something to you. Which is...
There's other ways I can show that you mean something to me. I'm sorry.
By being consistent and just loving you well and being supportive of your dreams and... You know what I mean? Anyway, man.
Ask you what your interests are.
Who you be with?
Yeah. What number to dial?
Fair enough. Yeah, but 09 Drake... 09 Drake, absolutely not. You cannot go.
09 Drake was a menace.
It got worse.
He was a menace, but people didn't really realize it.
Right.
Now niggas know it. It's like, he's in my girl's DM. It's over.
Yeah, that's true. I had a conspiracy theory for you.
Okay.
We were talking about A$AP Rocky Rihanna rumors, right?
The one you sent me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So there's rumors of him cheating.
They have been, by people from their inner circle, they have shot all those rumors down.
They've been debunked, right?
Okay.
A week and a half later, He gets arrested on charges of shooting a gun, shooting at somebody. Is there any possibility that he really did cheat and the get back is these charges being brought up? But you would never suspect who they come from. Who would they come from?
So I know where we're going with this.
Okay.
ASAP, stay out of Canada, bro. They will lock you up and throw away the key.
Oh my goodness. But
Because the ambassador is on it.
do you think that's possible?
That these look, no.
That would be the most diabolical shit ever.
So ASAP Rocky, we know he has a criminal history, right?
Okay.
ASAP Rocky has been chilling for the last 10 years.
You embarrass me in public. We gonna debunk the rumors, but maybe the rumors might have been true. So wait, you got the internet buzzing like this? Watch what I do. You realize what 6 Billy can do?
You really think that
Tiny, I sound crazy, dog?
you think that Rihanna is gonna have her future baby daddy arrested
If I can get the charges wiped,
essentially weeks away from her delivering that baby?
If
I
I
saw recent photos, she's about to pop.
yeah, she's ready to go. I didn't know how far along she was. But bro, if I could get the charges brought up and get the charges wiped, again, do you know what $6 billion can do in this world today?
I know Bruce Wayne's net worth was $9 billion.
Bruce Wayne ain't do shit though.
So, fam,
No, you're right. You're right. That was
she's close to being Batman. I don't know.
that was a conspiracy theory that I had, and I just looked at it for a second. I was like, damn, that's kind of weird.
I think that there, since the announcement of them having a baby, there are lots of individuals that are jealous of A$AP Rocky's position. To be fair, A$AP Rocky has been moving in silence for the last 8 years, and people that are fans of his music have been upset about it.
Okay.
You can't find out what A$AP Rocky's doing because he's not letting you know.
He was securing the bag.
All the way.
Right. Okay.
You spend all that time moving in silence and being meticulous about your movement. You think you're going to have a misstep when you at the finish line? That don't make sense to me, personally.
I don't know, man. That conspiracy series, it sounded decent to me. What else we got?
Because you like to believe conspiracy theories.
I do. Okay, here's one. DJ Envy.
I like DJ Envy. I do.
He's a great guy. He seems really nice. But for real, he seems like a nice dude.
Seems like a nice guy. He's really petty, but he's light skinned, so we expect that.
Right. So DJ Envy and his wife get on the Shade Room, right? And I hate covering these topics, but there's a case study I did that goes along with the topic.
Okay.
But they got on the Shade Room, and his wife started talking about times that she faked an orgasm while they was having sex.
Okay.
And she was like, you know, all of that hard work he put in, sometimes I want to give him like a reward for it. And then I started thinking. And then I started asking some questions.
This is the equivalent of participation trophies.
Okay, I'm with you on that. But
He ain't never going to get better if you're giving him participation trophies.
But in man brain, I'm like, why? For what? Like, okay, so I started doing a case study. I saved some of these responses. There's nothing too deep, nothing too crazy. But I had one woman say that 90% of the time she fakes it. 90% of the time.
I'll pray for her.
For real.
I'm sorry.
Something to do with maybe there wasn't any foreplay, or she was tired, or she didn't really enjoy it, or she wanted it to be over. And again, in my man brain, I'm like, then why even do it to begin with?
Because niggas is aggressive, that's why.
True. But some people are married.
Niggas is still aggressive.
True. And it's like, why'd you fake it? It's like, well, I was trying to get him there. I was tired. I didn't want to do it. Like, I heard I didn't want to do it and I was tired. I heard that shit a lot.
Right.
I heard that shit a lot.
Yeah.
And
Poor thing.
but then that brought me to the question: do men fake it?
Not nearly as often as women.
No, not even close. Not even close. But have you faked it before? And what lengths did you go to prove it?
I ain't got to prove shit.
All right.
Yes. And it was a situation where, like, you know, we talk about that that post nut clarity.
Yeah, okay.
I had that before. Like before.
Oh, yo, when you're in the middle of it,
And I was just like,
and you realize that I don't want this anymore, bruh. There's been, I can say that
I gotta go.
I've definitely faked it to the degree that I made it seem like it was a little bit better than what it was. I'm being real. And then there was times when I was so upset, not only with myself, but with the experience, that everybody got what they needed to get.
No, they didn't.
I didn't finish it all. She's like, "Oh, did you come?" I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure." And that was it.
You were great.
Yeah, nah, man, that shit happens a lot.
So tell me what your interests are.
Who you be with, bruh? The thing that it was sad, man, and it made me upset. After this happened on the internet, right? I'm paying attention to the comments, the retweets, the people talking about it, people making jokes. Somebody was like, dudes on here are rooting for DJ Envy and being upset with him. But then their girls get online and be like, excuse me?
That's crazy.
It is. But
look, that's crazy.
But the thing is, there were so many women doing it as if that was kind of like a flex to shade on your guy that was commenting about him. But I'm looking at the women funny when that shit happens.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't get what you want. You faked it for him. You got him thinking that he the man out there. A lot of guys think that they're the man.
Sense of security. Yeah, man. That's why I preach. That's why I preach honesty.
Not when I'm married to you, though.
That's why I preach honesty, man. Let me know. I can't get better if you lying to me. I can't get better if you lying to me. I can't.
In my experience, when women tell me exactly, I won't even use my experience. If you've had, ladies, if you're in a relationship with a guy or you're having constant sex with a guy and he's not doing what you want,
speak up.
And then you tell him what you want him to do, you're going to see a different type of drive in that guy.
It's going to be one of two things. Either he's going to really try to acquiesce the request,
or you're going to take it to heart.
Or you're going to take it to heart and get in his feelings. If number two happens, move on. Being honest.
What if you're married?
I'd imagine that it happened before y'all got married.
Damn.
Let's be honest. There are not that many people that are virgins when they get married anymore. This is 2022, bro. I've heard the term born again virgin.
I've heard that too after I got a hold of him. All right, you ain't never heard somebody tell me like, yo, I've had sex before, but I feel like I was a virgin until you. All right, whatever, man. I guess it's
look. I'm not saying that I haven't heard it. I just didn't know he was saying shit today.
Oh, my bad. I came to pod, man. I don't know what you came to do.
I don't know what I came to do.
Anyway, man, that was a sad situation. It was unfortunate. I don't understand it. I kind of do, but it's just like if women are constantly disappointed, talking to that guy, that shit helps, man.
That's the best way to fix the issue.
Hey,
it's like, hey, I know you got what you wanted, but I didn't. So let's work on that. Yeah. Can we work on that? And anybody that really cares about you and it's like, oh shit, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bring it up immediately after, because.
But the fact is like, first off, you're not telling me that I'm not pleasing you and I want to bounce. You're telling me, hey, I want to make this better so everybody enjoys it.
For sure.
That could make a guy feel good.
Because I don't want to bounce.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That can make a guy feel good, man. Yeah. And y'all giving these jokers false confidence out there in the streets, man.
So let me put this in comparison. A woman will leave a dude that's got everything else but great sex. Right?
Okay.
But they will stay with dudes that have nothing else
but great sex.
But great sex.
No, that's a fact. No, that's a super fact.
So it matters.
Yeah, man, round of applause for the homosexuals, man. I saw something that was kind of wild, and I definitely needed to bring this to you.
Oh no.
So I saw on Tinder. This is from their website.
I don't know.
They are doing some type of height verification.
I've seen this. I've seen this.
From a Tinder professional yourself, do we have any thoughts on this?
Excuse me? Tinder has changed so much since I was on there. Like, we didn't have height requirements. Shit. First off, I want to know, how do you verify somebody's height?
I don't know.
Do you got to scan their ID? But you rely on your ID. How do you verify somebody's height through Tinder? Because I'll admit, I was a person that put my height in the bio. No. When you're above 6 feet, you can do that.
I'm hating. But that does become a thing, man. That's like telling everybody that you're vegan.
I would never.
I feel you, but that's what that shit is like, man. But that shit was kind of wild to me. But that's what I hear a lot. If women ever did anything on Tinder, lied about his height, and I don't get the purpose of doing so.
Yes, you do. Don't play that. No. Yes, you do.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of women out there.
You gotta go meet the motherfucker. Is my point.
No, that's not what they think. I had women tell me I was short.
Nigga, what?
Like, if you ain't 6'3", I ain't going. Excuse me. Bitch, you're 5'2".
Right. I know Amazon. You think you Meg? The fuck? That shit wild as hell. On the flip side, on my toxic side, I would said, okay, then that means that they should have weight verification as well. If we keeping it a buck, because check this out.
Hey, man.
Check this out though. Because we hear a lot of women that complain about this is my preferences. You got to be this tall. You got to make this much. You got to have a 6-pack. And she has 3 kids, no car, and is extremely overweight. And obviously the height thing is geared towards who?
Is this the hill you're willing to die on?
This is the hill that I'm willing. I came to pod today, bro. I don't know what you came to do.
Okay. I'll indulge you. First off, this whole thing is wrong.
It is.
Like the entire thing.
It is.
Like, I think as men, we've accepted that these are the requirements of women.
Okay.
But the problem is that we're not as forthcoming and willing to talk about what our requirements are as men.
We accept a lot.
And part of that is because people don't.
We love genuinely and unconditionally.
No,
we don't
want to be deemed misogynistic or politically incorrect.
I got pushback on that. You feel like it's more guys don't speak to their preferences more because they're afraid of consequences if they do say preferences?
That's what I'm saying.
I strongly disagree with you.
Then why don't guys speak on their preferences more?
Because we love you unconditionally, and if we like you, we just fuck with you.
Okay. Ladies, get us in the comments.
I can't wait to get a woman on this fucking podcast.
I want to. Let's go.
I got you.
I'm trying.
I got you. Yeah, we definitely need to have that conversation. I know I'm speaking from my own perspective, but I think a lot of guys are willing to tolerate and deal with things because when they do like a woman, they just love her for her. And I'm not saying that women don't do this. Women, y'all put up with a lot of shit. Let me be clear. Y'all put up with a lot of shit from guys that you've been tired of. I'm not saying that y'all don't. And y'all love them anyway.
Y'all love men that y'all shouldn't love.
For real. But I think it's more, I give you, it's 45-55.
As far as?
Guys loving women unconditionally, and then the consequences of being honest about. Because when you if a woman asks a guy like, yo, what's your dream girl look like? Does he ever look like the girl he's currently with?
9 times. No, not 9 times.
How honest are we being today?
6 out of 10. No.
Okay. That's a safe answer.
9 times out of 10 is extreme. So
okay.
6 out of 10.
It is, but a lot of, yeah.
And some niggas really don't have preferences. Believe it or not. There are some people that just do not have preferences. They're looking for a genuine connection. And those are my type of people.
That's all I was talking to. That's the only point I was trying to get to.
Ladies, men under 6 feet apparently have something to bring to the table. Just give them a shot. And they will not be as angry.
Hey, listen, the short guy's been putting up shots, man.
Look, man, I hate to burst your bubble.
That is a great layup for another one.
I hate to burst your bubble. Steph Curry is 6'3".
Is he really?
Yes.
Why does he look so short on the court?
Because LeBron is 6'8".
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, man. What else I got on this list, man? All right, it's not important, but it's kind of going on. Mask mandates are being lifted. How you feel about it?
Fam, they've been lifted as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But they're doing it on planes and whatnot.
Yeah, okay, so that's what we're talking about, and that was an insensitive comment on my end. I am very much so in a bubble, though I am in a sales role as far as my outside of podcasting job is concerned, which is why I'm not so social, because I'm social all the goddamn time. So in a lot of the areas that I prospect and I deal with, mask mandates have been lifted for a while. A lot of companies are allowing people in without masks, without asking for vaccination verification. Again, I will not talk about my vaccination status if I am or am not vaccinated. No offense, it's just not your guys' business.
True.
So as far as like the plane and travel, like I've traveled on a plane with a mask on. You were sitting next to me.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, we
That shit
traveled
was,
together.
yo, I can't lie. That was one of the most.
You got yelled at on the plane.
I did. I got yelled at a couple times. You can't have alcohol on the plane, sir. Bitch, that's weird.
I'm sorry. I set you up for failure.
Bro, you brought me 7 mini bottles. Like, hey, dog, these for us. I said, bet. It was like, oh, would you like something to drink? It's like, yeah, can I get a Coke, please? I'm about to mix this captain in. I'm about to have a great flight. Yo, she yelled at my ass, man.
It's so funny because I was sitting right next to you doing the exact same thing.
Yo,
she didn't say a word to me.
It's because you're over 6 foot. It's bullshit, man. But no, how do you? I think I realized that everybody's excited, and I realized that a lot of people did hate it. I hated wearing my mask on the plane. It was extremely uncomfortable. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, the longer that flight is, the worse that shit is.
For sure. And the thing was, I was with the mask mandate. There were videos of people celebrating. The pilots were doing in the middle of the trip, saying like, hey, everybody, mandate got lifted. Everybody can take their mask off. People are literally doing this on the plane. My only thing was there's people out there who still do have compromised immune systems.
Yeah.
And that became the scary thought.
No, you're 100% right, but I guess, and I'm inviting people to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not saying that what I'm about to say is absolute. Correct me, please. The people that have compromised immune systems, for the most part, are not putting themselves in situations where they can be compromised.
I hear you, but if you're on a plane and you have a compromised immune system, and then you got people being excited to take off their mask and go back to living life on just how they were regularly doing, wouldn't that scare you a little bit? Like, now you're an outsider if you're wearing your mask. People were, before the mandate was ever lifted, if you were wearing your mask in certain places, people were looking at you kind of weird. You stand out.
Sure.
Even that can be uncomfortable.
Sure.
And now it's just like, okay, well, now don't nobody give a fuck.
I think we live in a world where 100% participation is just not existent in any way, shape, or form. Somebody's going to be an outsider at all times. I'm not saying that it's okay, but that is how society works. For those that are concerned, I mean, you probably do have to take extra measures than you were before. Is it annoying? Yeah.
But I mean, if you want to protect your life.
There are people that have been, trying to get around these mask mandates for 2 years now. I participated in mask mandates where it requires.
Mm-hmm. Do you have to at work?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
So,
the thing is, I realized it was a big deal just for the airport and places where you're in close proximity to people, but Joker's been living like COVID didn't exist like a year ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Bro, let's not play this game. Like, so the shutdown happened March 26th, at least out here. The shutdown happened March 26th, and 2 weeks after that, people was like, bro, I'm not going.
Yeah, that's true.
It was like, y'all said 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. I'm done.
Yeah, and then they lived the rest of their life like that.
And to them, COVID been over since then.
True. Very true. Very true.
So it's it's to the point where I think we've all come to the realization COVID is never going to truly go away. Mm-hmm. So now what do we do to make sure that we are, protected from it as much as possible? So the numbers of people dying doesn't, continue to rise. And I've seen, numbers spiking and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that too, which is weird because you hear about COVID seeming to make a comeback, but then they lift the mask mandate.
Right. So it's a lot of weird shit, and I know this isn't the topic that we want to end the podcast on, but this was going to happen.
Okay.
But realistically, like, as in you got to do what's best for you and your circle and your people,
right?
Because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
Okay.
Like yours.
I know people who just stopped wearing masks last month.
Yeah.
Like just.
I know people that still wear masks.
True.
To this day. Not everybody is going to look at a situation. This goes back to the book I gave you.
Okay. Great book, by the way.
When you get to that fifth agreement, your perspective of society and the world, even if you're standing right next to somebody and they've gone through the exact same experiences as you,
can be completely different.
The views are always going to be different. You can't expect people to see things the way that you see them. Even if you completely disagree with them, you have to respect it because that's their viewpoint.
Okay.
And I think that that's something that as a society we have to realize, we have to understand, we have to get back to, because yes, we are seeing a lot of the same things on the news in society, but we're all different people. We can be raised the same and become different individuals.
True.
I'll give you the perfect example and then we can wrap this up.
Okay.
I've heard this example before, so this is not mine. It's not original by any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
You got two guys, they're brothers. They're a year apart, same parents, same environment, same upbringing, everything.
Okay.
One is homeless and one is a millionaire.
Ooh. Okay.
So a guy walks up to the bum on the street, the homeless one, walks up to him on the street and says, "Hey, how did you end up like this?" I said, "Well, my dad never cared about me." The millionaire is doing an interview for a magazine, and the interviewer, the reporter, asks him, "How did you end up like this?" "Well, my dad never cared about me."
What you do with your circumstances is always different for different people.
100%. Regardless, they grew up in the exact same environment,
right?
And they're different individuals completely. They took the situation that they were given, they internalized it, and they came out with a different result.
Okay.
And these are people that grew up in the exact same circumstance.
True.
So how do you think that somebody that's got a completely different upbringing from you is going to see shit the same way that you are? It's just not going to happen.
Okay.
It's the truth.
That's a good point. Man, we got to get deeper into that later.
I'm all about it, man. I can get into psychological shit all day. I love that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think that's it, man. Anything else that I had, it just wasn't as important, man. But one more time before I go.
Established 1991, out on all your streaming platforms right now. Shout out, damn it, Donnie. Even if he doesn't want to be on our podcast.
Fair enough, man. I think that's all we got for now, man. We're coming back to you guys very shortly. I'm gonna get a woman's perspective in this chair as soon as possible. I promise. Amanda, we miss you.
Facts.
This has been another episode of the Gentleman's Club Podcast.